Galactic Federation Update, October 1, 2013. 12 Con, 7 Zots, 10 Carbon. Dratzo. We return with more news. Your world is now in a bit of a pickle. As your new reality begins to take root in amongst the old dysfunctional structures, a situation is created which throws up strange dichotomies. Many new elements are in place but not yet operational, and so neither the old nor the new reality is fully functioning. Naturally, the Dark Cabal is busily seeking to profit from this hiatus by pushing ahead with its plans to foment delays wherever possible, although it knows from experience that these are all doomed to failure. What it refuses to take into account is Heaven's timetable for the changes on planet Earth, which was set up to ensure adherence to the divine plan. And indeed, our liaisons have spent the last week informing the Cabal leadership groups of this fact. We have been instructed by the local spiritual hierarchy to intervene heavily when the divine signal is finally given. Until then, we are to help as much as possible and prepare for what we believe will be a massive intervention by our personnel. At present there remain a few bottlenecks here and there, but these are very close to resolution. Once done, all that we have been discussing can be completed. Let us briefly recap what has been accomplished so far. One of the principles of the coming changes is the transformation in the way the global banking and monetary systems are to operate. Our Earth allies have produced a total reform of what money is to be used for, and how it is to be distributed. Naturally, this affects the banking system and the constitution of its banks. These new monetary and banking policies are approved, in place, and are being kept under wraps until conditions are ready for them to be applied. The Dark knows full well how this will effectively undermine their positions in both banking and the various trading bourses around the globe, and recognizes the ruination of its fortunes that will ensue. There are also the escalating numbers of arrests which are decimating their personnel. Everything is ready to tumble out of their grasp, leaving these Dark Ones without the resources they have always expected to possess. What frightens them the most, however, is the thought that most of them face arrest and punitive time in special security prisons. And so we are at a crossroads. The next stage prescribed by Heaven is not yet fully manifested, yet many aspects are declared and are legally in effect. Nonetheless, the Dark are treating these elements as if they don't exist, and this is what we are talking about. A weird suspension of logical perception which often predominates before a changeover is completed. The agreed upon, partially implemented new regulations are floating as if invisible. This status will change once the new governance is declared, and until then, a sort of interregnum will prevail. Once the changeover is completed, it will promote your freedom and the return of your natural personal sovereignty. The Dark Cabal is truly on the skids, and increasingly afraid of how quickly its wriggle room is vanishing and how precarious its position really is. Our focus is upon resolving this current stalemate and allowing our allies to achieve their victory. Then we can officially lay bare the UFO cover-up and begin a most useful series of talks and interactions between us. This coming transformation of the UFO cover-up will be a time when we can finally and openly come forward to meet you face to face. We wish to talk frankly about our long, mutual history, and the same applies to the Igarthans. These revelations will be a great boost to you, and will lay the foundations for your swift rise in consciousness, culminating in the final leap into full consciousness. Many intellectuals on your world have described what your global society is facing as childhood's end, a time for growing up and accepting adult, or conscious, responsibilities, and this is indeed what your society is about to go through. Your space and spiritual families are ready to assist in your graduation into a mature and fully conscious society. One which is destined to grow rapidly and forge a solar system-wide star nation. We are greatly looking forward to inaugurating this new star nation into the Galactic Federation of Light, at which point another aspect of your destiny will be to seal the galactic peace by raising the galaxy to its highest conscious state. You are to be most honored for your talents and your remarkable deeds. Blessings, dear hearts. We are your ascended masters. A new reality is being born even now as we discuss some important matters with you. To begin with, heaven is decreeing that your physical adjustments be ever more accelerated. To keep up with this, the current de facto governance needs to be similarly upgraded into the new governance we have long discussed with you. Happily, blessed events are unfolding which are able to oust the dark cabal's governments. Our associates have completed the preliminary steps that are to finish off this particular task. Accompanying this important development is the start of the delivery of the first of your prosperity funds. Once installed, your new governance intends to broadcast a series of nightly announcements which will clarify and expound in detail on what Nasara is all about. This will be the start of some truly miraculous events. We are waiting for the right divine time to address you with a series of messages which are to explain in great detail what those masters, who are the focal point of your many religions, really said when they walked and taught among you and received their enlightenment. These sacred lessons will be accompanied by in-depth commentary by both the sisterhoods and brotherhoods of light. You need the facts and truth about the grand transformation which daily brings you new inner shifts and experiences. Heaven has asked us to elucidate all things and prepare you for the wondrous event that is approaching. Returning to full consciousness is quite a serious matter. It will change everything drastically and hugely for the better. All your feelings and interactions with self, others, and your wonderfully alive environment will be different. And we are very aware that this may at first be rather confusing for you. We intend to assist your galactic mentors and your legions of personal angels to help you become accustomed to this new reality and to the numerous responsibilities that accompany living in this new realm. You will discover and explore your new abilities, and will learn quickly how to apply them. The first order of business will be to create your own galactic society which will serve as a prototype for the societies you are to build on Mars, Venus, and Pax. These will form your new star nation. We gladly embrace these instructions given to us by heaven. Together we will do miracles which will augment the very nature of heaven in physicality. As this future unfolds, it will reveal great knowledge about who you were created to be and why the 13 millennia of darkness were decreed. This wisdom will prepare you for what you are destined to accomplish, both in this galaxy and beyond. Today, we updated you on what is happening and what to expect shortly. We desire that the remaining events occur swiftly and easily. It is not something that needs to remain a mystery much longer as the moment of victory quickly approaches. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya, Syrian for B1. And be enjoy. Channeled by Sheldon Neidl. www.paoweb.com